coming to you live from the world-famous Santino Brothers Dojo in Bell Gardens, California. And we are back to beat on your undeserving eyeballs and eardrums with another episode of Up All Night. We are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and everywhere else you can imagine to bring you the very best. And let's not keep you waiting, folks. It's Up All Night, and the first match is scheduled for one fall. One fall! Introducing first, with his manager, he comes to us from the city of Roses, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 245 pounds. He is Vinnie.
Burning tires in a stolen car. I'm fucked up so bad outside the bar. Heading out as far away I can. Heart is pounding, got so damn out of hand. Doing 90 through the city night. Nothing's ever gonna be alright. Life will never be what it was. Hands are shaking, 'cause now my
And his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jack Farmer on commentary, joined as always by Vernon Bell. Vernon, how are you today?
Jack, thanks for having me back this week. I know last week we got off to a rough start and mispronunciation of names, but glad to be back, and hopefully you have worked on the proper pronunciation of my name.
Well, you did give me a proper finger wagging right after the show. I'm going to get it right from now on, Vernon. But let's talk about the action in the ring right now. We have two of the most promising wrestlers going today, Vinnie Wasco and Kid Bandit.
So this is the third week in a row that Wasco has been accompanied to the ring by somebody else. And what that proves to me that all he does is win, 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 no matter what.
Now, you make a good point. He has always had a manager on the outside the past 3 weeks, but doing a little bit of a shuffle between Jag and, of course, Lex Ford, and now back to Jag.
I wonder if this is a cost-cutting measure. You know, I feel that Lex is the higher priced of the two, so maybe Vinny's gotten into some financial issues, or...
In the ring here, it looks like Vinny having some issues with size, getting down to one knee to go eye to eye with the smaller Kid Bandit, but Kid Bandit having none of it, kipping up and firing off those strikes that he's so known for.
I feel like Vinny's too worried about playing to his Wasconians, you know, his fans. That's what he calls the Wasconians. And look where it's got him. He had the advantage, and now, not so much.
Kid Bandit flying all over the ring with that giant tilt-a-whirl, jumping up with a drop kick, and now Vinnie Wasco coming right out, looking us right in the eyes. What's on the hardest part of the ring, the apron? Vernon Bell.
Jeez.
Here at the Santino Brothers, we always say it, every seat is a front row seat, and you and I are no exception.
Yeah, I mean, that was, we got to see a little too much of Vinnie Wasco right there.
Giant underhook slam as he goes for the pin. Not enough.
You know, Kid Bandit, very inspirational story. And as someone who has struggled with weight his entire life, Kid Bandit lost 100 pounds.
100 pounds. You can see it with his speed now, with his endurance now, but taking those giant elbows, I'm betting he wishes he had a couple of pounds on him to shield him from that knife-edge chop, the sound reverberating through the arena.
So here we go again. Vinnie has the advantage, and he's playing to the crowd.
Playing to the crowd, but it seems not to have cost him, at least not yet, as Kid Bandit finds himself slumped down against the ropes. Wasco whips him across the ring, goes for the clothesline, ducks, misses, but then hits that back elbow, sending Kid Bandit to the ground as we get a cover.
You know, Vinnie trying to work on that undefeated record here at Up All Night, and if he keeps this up, it looks like it's going to happen.
You know, something I noticed on the outside here, Jag, not with his trademark cane like usual. Maybe last week he learned it's better to be nimble than to be armed.
Or is it hidden somewhere? I wouldn't put it past him.
See a little having a dream with that bionic elbow, strutting around the ring for the Wasconians. I don't know if there's any of them here in the crowd tonight. Big elbow drop across the throat as he hooks the leg.
1, 2, and no! I thought that was it. I thought that was going to be the end of the match.
Kid Bandit showing that he can take quite a beating from someone like Wasco, much bigger, much stronger. Also, just knowing how to lay those shots in as well.
He's calling it. He
Picks him up onto his shoulders. Kid Bandit must know that he's in danger as he fires off elbows to get it out. Spins him around with a ripcord. Goes for a punch. Ducks up and down with a massive spine buster that just rattled this ring. And he goes for the pin. But no, Kid Bandit denies him the win.
Spine to the pine, man. Spine to the pine.
As the Santino brothers, faithful in the crowd, start getting behind their hero, Kid Bandit. Wasco off the ropes, up with a giant Alabama Jam leg drop, going for the pin again. But no!
2.5 count.
Vernon Bell, what is it going to take to put away a man with the fight that Kid Bandit has?
This is a great performance. I mean, obviously the offense isn't there just yet, but I feel like he's coming.
Right now, it seems to me that Kid Bandit needs to be asking himself, how do I get airborne? How do I get flying? Wasco has done such a good job, and maybe to credit to Coach Jag on the outside of keeping Kid Bandit grounded. But Wasco going in for the attack, eats an elbow, now eats a boot, and it looks like Kid Bandit's starting to get a little momentum with those very precise kicks to the leg, those punches to the face, ducks the punch with an elbow of his own now, firing back at Wasco, giving him everything he has as he goes for the question mark kick, and Wasco is staggered. Go behind, ripcord. Pauses, kick, stunner, and that has put away the biggest names in the history of this business. And right now, Kid Bandit is feeling himself.
Oh, what's going on? Why? But Victor, get him out of here.
Speaking of feeling himself, Jag almost takes a hit from Wasco, and I would have loved to see that. With Superman punch by Kid Bandit as he hooks for the crossroads, and he hits it. Goes for the pin.
1, 2.
Not enough. Hitting the crossroads, Vernon Bell.
You know, Bandit spent some time at the Nightmare Factory with Cody Rhodes, and he inherited that move. So I thought that was going to be the end. We'll have to see what else Kid Bandit learned at his time in Atlanta.
Right now, hitting some of the biggest moves, learning from some of the biggest names in this business, as Coach Jag realizes that he needs to do something. As soon as I think he's done using his weapons on the outside, out comes a sword.
You almost poked my eye out,
but
Jag.
Kid Bandit kicks him down. Jag is out, and we see Kid Bandit going to the stars. Is this it? The Phoenix Splash, but no, come crashing down to earth like Icarus, and Wasco scoops him up on his shoulders, and is this it? The Midnight Hour DVD as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Winner, Vinnie Wasco! things would have played out differently if that fraud, that ne'er-do-well Jefferson Alonzo Green didn't get his grubby little hands involved.
Well, it's another win for Vinnie Wasco and up all night.
Alright, life will never be what it was. Hands are shaking, 'cause now my future is crashing down on me. They try to keep me.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our Warriors one more time as they make their way to the back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep this show going. We have so many more major matches for you. Are you guys ready to see some more of the best up-and-coming wrestlers on the planet today? Well, let's not keep you waiting. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first. Coming to us from parts unknown. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighs in at 180 pounds. He is the Wanderer, Artorias. And his opponents. Making her way to the ring from the village of Drunken. She is the dapper Bandit, Auntie Heidi. Vernon Bell, I don't know if a cloud has passed over the moon, but it seems like things just got a little darker here at the Santino brothers.
For the second week in a row, Artorias is another dark power he has to go to battle with. Last week it was charming Biagio. Now, Auntie Heidi.
The thing about Artorias, like him or not, he is a man that sets his eyes on a goal, and it seems to me that he has decided to target all of the darkest warriors, all of the most evil of spirits, and bring them into the ring to show that he is the supreme amongst them.
Yeah, I mean, this...
As Auntie Heidi fires up and gets the confidence, gets the power of the Santino brothers faithful watching along as these two lock up in a battle of supremacy.
This is my first experience seeing Auntie Heidi live, so I'm pretty pumped for this, Jack.
Auntie Heidi, seeing the strength of Artorias, just seems to want more, and Artorias, being a gentleman, gives it to her as he throws in those knees to the midsection before whipping her across the ring, reversed, and Auntie Heidi hits her with a kitchen sink of her own before doing it again. And she seems to think third time is the charm, but Artorias, he's done with it as he throws a knife-edge chop and takes back control, going to lift Heidi. But Heidi says no. She decides it's time for a Russian leg sweep and brings down the big man, going for an early pin. Just not enough.
Jack, do you have any aunts in like Auntie Heidi?
I have a couple. None like Heidi. I don't think anyone has an aunt quite like Heidi. As she cries out to the Santino brothers, And we almost get Artorias here on commentary, but he reverses it, bringing back Heidi's head and neck over that steel cable. We call it a rope, but it's a steel cable that runs through there, and that could have really done some damage to Heidi. And Heidi decides to pay him back with elbow after elbow. Grabbing the throat. Could this be it? No. Artorias knows that could have been that choke slam, and he knew how dangerous that is. He knew how much danger he was in. So now he's bringing back a ton of kicks, going back to that neck that he loves to focus on.
Artorias has a great amount of technique and various moves that Heidi isn't going to be ready for.
Heidi seems to fall right into the trap of Artorias as he drives that knee into her neck and that steel cable into her throat. And I don't care what power you have, if you can't breathe, you can't wrestle. And now Artorias asks, are you not entertained?
This crowd not liking what Artorias is doing.
Right now, Heidi trying to fight out of that corner. Artorias obliges, throws her into the other corner. Head of steam forward, misses. Heidi now eats a boot to the face as Artorias jumps up. Goes for the double axe handle, but he just eats a punch to the gut as he gets lifted, and a huge sidewalk slam. And she goes for the pin, not enough.
You know, Artorias is here every week. He battles and battles, and this is, I haven't seen him take this type of damage in the 5 weeks we've been back doing the Up All Nights.
Heidi trying to capitalize, but Artorias is ready for it as he spins her around and hits a jumping neck breaker, hooking the leg. And Artorias is wondering, he's put so much work into that neck already, wondering how Auntie Heidi seems to be able to just pull from the shadows the power to keep on going. And the people here at Santino Brothers really getting behind her. She fights back more, but not enough as Artorias is able to capitalize once again.
Oh, kick to the back of the head. That can't feel good, Jack.
And Artorias just twisting that neck. We've all seen Poltergeist, but we're wondering just how far that neck can be twisted.
I don't think a neck can go all the way around like it did in that movie, Jack. But
right
if anybody could do it, it might be Artorias tonight.
Scarlett Donovan, our head referee, looking on with just a look of concern, knowing that neck can only spin so far. Speaking of necks, she's going for the throat again. As we know, Heidi, if she hits that choke slam, it is lights out. And now this match, this fight, just kicking, punching, clawing, scratching, biting, everything as Artorias yells to the heavens, yells to the abyss, and Heidi now screaming out, going with everything she has. Duck and a huge German suplex. Goes for the cover. This has to be it.
Wow, only two.
That looked like that was it, but Scarlett says that was two, and we have to go by what she says. That looked about as close as it could get to a 3 count, though.
It was a very violent exchange between them, and it wasn't enough. What's it going to take to get Heidi down for the 3 count?
That axe kick again and again to the back and the neck. And Heidi, what is this we are seeing from Heidi? With an earlobe-shattering scream, she cries out into the night and unleashes fury upon Artorias. And right now, I don't know if Artorias is ready for what Heidi is bringing to this ring as the people at ringside clutch their pearls in sheer disbelief as she picks up the Wanderer, slams him down off the ropes in the air, leg drop, hooks the leg.
Artorias is rocked. We have not seen him take this kind of punishment in a very long time.
And Artorias, the man who hunts down the darkest nightmares, seems to be finding himself in the ring with one he must have underestimated, because she goes for that throat again, and if she gets that chokeslam that she is looking for, I don't know if anyone can get out of it. But looks like Artorias hooks in that dragon sleeper, locking in the legs. Heidi fighting through. This is what has put so many away, as Heidi flailing, fighting back, trying to reach for the ropes with everything she has. Could this be it? She's drifting. The arm is drifting. Can she make it? Could this be it? Artorias is saying it's it. Scarlet.
That's it. Ring. Oh, man.
It's your winner, Artorias. Burning bell. We have Heidi collapse at ringside as Scarlet raises the hand of the Wanderer Artorias. And I don't know if I've ever said these words, but if you are a beacon of darkness, you have to be worried about Artorias coming and knocking on your door very soon. Artorias walks on hands raised. Ladies and gentlemen, this show's just getting started. Are you ready to really dive in? We've got so much more for all of you. Thank you for joining us as we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the places the streaming shows are. Do us a favor, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And while you do that, we're going to go ahead and have ourselves another match, and it's scheduled for one fall. Coming out first, he was born and raised in Tyler, Texas. He stands 6'3" tall and weighs in at 317 pounds. He is the grizzled outlaw, Big Dick Hoss. And his opponent. Coming to us from Oakland, California. He stands 6'2" tall and weighs in at 250 pounds. He is the independent variable, Ishmael Vaughn. Vernon, right now we have a match of two men who couldn't come from any more different backgrounds.
What's going on, Jack?
What's going on? The power has gone off. I don't know what's going on. The lights are out.
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on here. Vernon Bell, do you know what's going on?
I wonder if this has something to do with the match, or the action has just been so hot that it caused a power outage, a blackout. And as I say it, we get back to action.
Well, they tried to turn the lights off on the Santino brothers, but we said, no, baby, we're going up all night, and we're keeping this party going. Lights on, lights out, as we've got two big men about to throw down right now.
You know, last week was the first time I got to see Ishmael Vaughn live. And, you know, we talked about his 6 college degrees. He's an All-American rugby player. This guy also spent time at the Nightmare Factory in Atlanta.
The Nightmare Factory. Lots of great wrestling training going on there, just like here at Santino Brothers. So anyone who's interested in living the dream, they can visit us at www.santinobros.net. That's www.santinobros.net.
If you think you have what it takes, get the information about upcoming classes, one-day tryouts, and more. santinobros.net.
Speaking of training, these two are both highly trained, but they're also just massive men, both athletically gifted, both powerful. One, as you said, an athlete from rugby, the other just that farm strength from Texas.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Big Dick Haas, grizzled outlaw, just powerhouse. You know, it's all about that, you know, like you said, the farm boy versus the All-American.
Ishmael Vaughn looking to use that rugby kind of tackle, but Haas says not quite enough. And Ishmael says, well, let's see what you've got, Charging Bull. But he ducks down, jumps over, leapfrog over the big man, and then Ishmael hits a shoulder that sends him down to the mat. And now we're seeing that athleticism that made him famous with an arm drag down to the mat. And right now, Haas is hot and bothered as he gets lifted up for an atomic drop, kick to the gut, and Ishmael's running on high speed. But with just a quick move, fortunes change. Haas is now off the ropes, bringing 2 knees and going for the pin.
Only a 2 count, only a 2.
That has to be devastating for Ishmael, using so much offense so fast and not getting the job done, and also finding Haas knuckle deep in his eye sockets.
And, you know, referee Victor Quentes is he's not intimidated. You know, he's getting in there, making sure that, you know, the Big Dick Haas is, oh no.
Pulling back the shirt so he can hit that knife edge chop that we feel throughout the arena here at Santino Brothers. And just a huge meat hook to the face from Haas as he now pulls on that hair, which is totally illegal, but you don't earn the nickname the Grizzled Outlaw following the rules.
He has a 5 count. He has up to 5.
With a massive boot to the face as he goes for the pin. And Ishmael says, I did not come this far just to come this far. But Haas says, I've got 2 hands I can wrap around your throat and end this anytime I want. Haas just smothering Ishmael right now, not giving him any space as he throws big hands. Ishmael fighting back, though. Goes for the spin kick, blocked. Giant elbow knocks down Ishmael as Haas goes for the pin again, not enough.
You know, the vulgar display of power that Big Dick Haas is showing here. I don't know if Ishmael is going to be the same after this match.
Well, when you're as big and as strong as Ishmael, you are rarely in the ring with someone that has the same power you do. This has to be unfamiliar territory for him, but as he goes off the ropes and hits that lariat, it's just not enough to take down Haas. Haas asks for more. Ishmael is ready to oblige. This time, ducks big boot to the face. Now hits that spin kick right to the chin, and Haas is down. Haas is down.
Have not seen him down in a long time.
Ishmael goes for the pin, hooks the leg, gets only a 2 count. And Ishmael is in disbelief, just like all of us here at the Santino brothers. What's it going to take to put the big man down? That's what Ishmael's thinking as he gets the people behind him clapping along.
You know, he's playing to the crowd.
He's calling for it. He's saying he's put him down right now. Hooks him. Not enough to get Haas up. Haas twists the arm.
Oh, man.
Jumping Jehoshaphat's what a headbutt into a massive boss man slam, but not enough as Ishmael kicks out. He has to be seeing stars. Had to be nothing but instinct kicking out on that one because there is no way you are operating at full capacity after a hit like that.
Ishmael's learning the golden rule. Don't mess with Texas.
Right now, the big fella from Tyler, Texas, eating some feet. With a giant jumping knee, takes down Haas as he's about to jump this big hurdle. But Victor says it's only a 2. And right now, both men have to be asking themselves, what does it take? Both men have to be asking themselves, what can I do? Both men have to be saying they've dug as deep as they can into their toolbox. Now it's time to find something new. As Ishmael's firing up and stomping his feet, he's getting the people behind him. And Haas is waiting on the other side. We're about to see these two bulls lock horns one more time.
Right into the corner post.
Looks like he's going for that soul buster. Miss. Giant spinning lariat. And both men are down. Haas goes for the pin, hooks the leg.
Wow. Big win.
And your winner, Big Dick Haas. Taking it L always hurts, Vernon, but you got to admit, Ishmael proved something today, staying in there with the big man.
And you've seen gold stars, that's for sure.
But of course, Ishmael proved something, but Haas, it's his day as he stands tall with another win here at Santino Brothers.
He's been gone for a couple weeks. Picked up the W, and we'll see what happens next with Grizzlies Outlaw.
Santino Brothers, how you feeling so far tonight? The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, staggering in all the way from wine country. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs in at 420 pounds. He's earned the title Drunken Master, Gaius Tantalas. And his opponent. Coming to us from parts unknown. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs in at 263 pounds. He is the Kingdom Terrorist, Baptiste.
know, Jack, what we have here is a battle of biblical proportions. We have the holy man against the drunken sinner, and I can't wait to see how this goes.
Right now, we have two men who could not be any different. Gaius Tanalos, the drunken master, as you mentioned, going up against the holy man, J. Baptiste. And just looking at these two and just knowing their background, you know that they are not going to get along. And right now, it looks like maybe Gaius Tanalos isn't taking this quite as seriously as J. Baptiste is.
But the crowd's behind the drunken master.
The drunken master always here for a good time.
Tuesday communion.
But J. Baptiste says you might not be here for a long time.
But the drunken master is here for a good time.
Right here, it looks like Baptiste is saying he needs to put down the flask. He needs to put down the drink. Maybe trying to give him a little bit of advice. And drunken master throws one back. Right now. Right now, Drunken Master says, if you're going to baptize me, it better be in a baptismal of high alcohol content fluids. And J. Baptiste says, I will burn this out of you with fiery chops and punches to Drunken Master in the corner.
I don't know how someone cannot like the drunken master. I love this guy. Like, I want to know what's in that bottle in the corner.
Well, I would say Drunken Master is always the life of the party, but J. Baptiste isn't here to celebrate. He's here to work as he throws in those elbows and those shoulders working over that beer belly of ugly muscle that is the Drunken Master. J. Baptiste, doing us a favor, teaching us a lesson about drinking. Are you learning? Are you taking notes?
I will. I mean, like I said, I like to partake in a drink now and again.
Sheesh, keep it down. He's right here. With a giant keg bounce that knocks over Baptiste as Baptiste now fires back. And these two big men are slugging it out. This fight is getting as ugly as you would expect between these two brawlers. Kicks and strikes and punches.
Oh, big headbutt. Big headbutt.
Baptiste trying to baptize away the sin from the Drunken Master, but Drunken Master says that dog won't hunt. I'm going to keep being the man I've always been. As Baptiste grabs onto that claw. He hooks onto the claw.
It looked like more of a hair pull than a claw, Jack.
As Baptiste goes for the claw, he's going for that hand of God move, and I don't know if it was technical know-how or just drunk luck, but that knee to the midsection may have just saved the match for the Drunken Master, as Baptiste is now reeling from these massive shots. And Gaius picks him up and slams him back down.
I don't know if he was going for the pin there or no. You know what? It's obvious he was going for his bottle.
I don't even know if he meant to hurt Baptiste when he walked over him. I think he was just looking at the bottle.
I mean, I do want to know what's in that bottle, Jack.
You know, I'm thinking it might be some LaCroix, something just to
Maybe some
quench
coconut water.
Just some coconut water.
I don't
Maybe
know.
something a little more spicy.
I hope so, because I want to try to get a sip of that later.
But now we've got Drunken Master just holding on with a choke there,
man.
but Baptiste fighting out. throwing again those knees into the face of the Drunken Master before Baptiste just whips him across the ring. The big man's on the move and eats a boot like a pretzel at the bar. And now Baptiste reaches and he hits that claw. Is he going for the hand of God?
He's got the Drunken Master down to one knee. The crowd here all behind the Drunken Master, and Jay Baptiste not happy about it.
Right now trying to make the Drunken Master repent. But he gets a beating of his own. And he may not be drinking, but Jay Baptiste is looking a little punch drunk after the fighting from Gaius Taunalos. And now that's not even a claw, that's just an eye rake. And
Scarlett Donovan not playing around with this. You know, the eye rake just got to be a little too much.
for someone who claims to be on the good side of the tracks, using a few nefarious moves, Jay Baptiste, as he's starting to get frustrated, how do you make someone repent who's so drunk he doesn't feel anything?
Oh!
With a knife-edge chop that almost sent Baptiste over the top rope. And this is getting intense as these two are going back and forth.
Big exchange.
And he hit Drunken Master so hard, he may have sobered him up. As he just pushes him over the top rope, wrenching the arm, twisting it again, getting it over.
Oh, man, hyperextending that elbow.
And right now, Gaius Taunalos is wondering, how is he going to lift his drink if his arm is broken? Going yet again for that claw. And eventually, it's going to wear down Gaius Taunalos. It's going to start bringing big repercussions. He can't think clearly with all the hydrating he's been doing. But now that brain is getting turned to mush under the sheer grip, that vice-like grip of Baptiste.
The crowd here at Santino Brothers has given Drunken Master the will to get out of that claw and get in on the offense.
Off the ropes, up, and a huge spine buster, and God, he almost broke the ring with that move. Wow. And right now, both men are fighting and crawling, trying to get back up, but it seems Baptiste is able to capitalize. As he looks like is he going to the top rope?
Jump across, all the way across the ring.
Like sitting atop the peak of a cathedral, Jay Baptiste jumps and flies, but he misses.
Drunken Master got out of the way just in time. And now we'll see how Jay Baptiste can recover.
Crashing down as Drunken Master goes for the bottle, drinking it much like Popeye would eat spinach, downing it bottoms up, as LMFAO and Lil Jon would say, shots, shots, shots. And now it looks like Baptiste is about to get some shots of his own. As he lifts up Baptiste onto his shoulder and brings him down with a huge Michinoku driver, hooking the leg. Your winner, Gaius Taunalos.
Like I said earlier, it was a battle. Comes out on top this time.
I am shocked that the ring was able to withstand the beating it took from these two men as they just lifted themselves. They moved heaven and earth, slamming each other down into the ring, and I am blown away. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you saved room for dessert because we've got more coming on Santino Brothers Up All Night. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is your main event of the evening. And it's scheduled for one fall. Coming out to the ring first, coming to us through Watkins Portal. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs in at 193 pounds. He is the Prince of Watkins Portal, Charmin Biagio. And his opponents. Coming to us from Parlier, California. He's 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs in at 165 pounds. He is the Santino Brothers Submission Champion. Highly recommended, Cam Gates. Vernon Bell, when we talk about the best being here at Santino Brothers, we mean the best, as we have two amazing competitors in our main event. Biagio, a man who earned the love of all of us here at Santino Brothers last week, going up against the submission champion, back in action here tonight.
Day number 732 of the reign of Mr. Gates.
Right now, the match has started. It is our main event of the evening. Once again, want to thank everyone who's been watching along with us live across all the streaming platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all those different forums. If you're watching, even if you're watching the replay, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share the show with your friends. As these two already getting caught up in a bit of catch as catch can. Right now, these two just prodigies in that ring. We are going to get ourselves quite the show tonight, Vernon Bell.
You know, this is a return for Gates. He had a right ACL meniscus tear, and I can't even imagine the amount of pain from the injury itself, but the rehab and the therapy and the emotional toll that took to get him back here tonight at Santino Brothers.
Speaking of pain and emotional toll, wrenching that arm, Cam just working over Biagio. He's a submission master. He's not the submission champion for nothing, Vernon Bell. He knows what he's doing, and he's just tweaking that arm. And Biagio smartly rolling to the outside, realizing that whatever game plan he had, it certainly wasn't the right one because he got that arm yanked.
You know, just taking a little break, a little personal time to get back in his head, and here we go. The main event is back underway.
There's something about Biagio. You notice when he jumps in, he landed softly, almost like a ninja, knows how to move gracefully as he finds himself in a hammer lock, throwing an elbow. Sometimes the simplest way to escape is the best way. Now just throwing those punches. He is known for his striking, like that chop. If you can't beat him in the submission game, just punch him in the face. Seems like a good idea to me. as Cam Gates jumping off that middle rope, hooking, not enough, pushed off into the ropes. Duck misses the clothesline, go behind as he gets put in an abdominal stretch.
Scarlett Donovan right there just to make sure if he's going to tap or not.
You know, this is a move. It doesn't necessarily win you a ton of matches, but it does work them down and goes for the pin. As I was saying, you don't see a lot of matches won with that abdominal stretch, but it wears guys out. It makes it hard to breathe, and that's going to be something that pays big dividends for Cam Gates down the road if this match goes on for very long.
Oh, big elbow to the gut, forearm to the face.
European uppercut off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, but Biagio's waiting for him with that calf kick. Takes down Cam Gates, hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count, as Biagio says, nah, I'm going to get the pin, but gets a 1 count this time. Cam grabbing at the teeth, looking like maybe he got hit pretty tough right in the mouth. Checking to make sure they're all there. Cam decides to lift him up for a vertical suplex. No, lands on his feet, and Biagio hits a neck breaker, holds on, hits another, and with those combo moves. Goes for a kick, ducks. Biagio again. Right now, it looks like Biagio hooks the leg. As Biagio calling for the crowd to get behind him as he signals, but that little delay seemed to be enough to give Cam the opening to drive him back into that turnbuckle and start working that midsection.
You know, that's got to be about the 3rd time tonight where someone was playing to the crowd and then they had to pay for it. It didn't help them.
The crowd can be a saving grace. It can also be your worst enemy.
Pay attention to your opponent in the ring, not the people in the crowd.
Right now, Cam Gates finds himself in a very bad neighborhood atop the rope.
Oh, this doesn't look good, Jack.
Yeah, drives him down with that reverse DDT type move. Hooks the leg off of the top rope. Cam Gates hasn't been in the ring in a while, but you could have fooled me. Being able to kick out is right now Biagio slamming the mat, calling to the people in the crowd to get behind him. Holding the hair, driving his hands into the back as he signals for the tornado DDT. Goes the top rope, and again, that taunting cost him. And now it is Biagio in the bad neighborhood, and
what is this?
Cam going for some innovative offense, hooking the legs, pulling down the head, but Biagio says, I'm going to have to go outside of the rule book to escape this one by hooking in that dragon sleeper, and now a spinning reverse DDT off the top rope, and I don't believe anyone's kicking out of this one. Oh, my stars and garters, I can't believe Cam Gates just kicked out of that one.
I thought that was it. I thought it was the end of the match. And, you know, for Cam Gates, like you said earlier, he hasn't been here in a while, but you couldn't tell. This is outstanding performance for a guy making his return to the ring.
And it looks like Biagio's just trying to buy some time to figure out what to do with Cam Gates, who's coming in with a lot more fight than I think anyone ever would have expected from a man coming back from such an injury. But Biagio says, I'm not taking it easy on you. I'm going to spin you around. Cam says, no, I'm going to get out of this. Pushes him off the ropes. Leapfrog off the ropes again. Spear, spear, spear. And right now, Biagio using everything he has to hook the leg. And within a Saint's whisper of a 3 count, Scarlett Donovan says that was 2. And right now, Cam Gates is saying, you thought I was done? I've got coffee mugs that say that. And Biagio says, you need help up. I'm going to help you up.
He did it again. He's worried about the crowd, and Gates is just taking advantage. How many times can this happen in one match?
They spin around with a huge clothesline that decapitated Biagio. And this could be the opening that Cam Gates needs. as the crowd starts to fire up. Regardless of what side you're on, these two warriors are leaving it all on the mat. And Scarlett administers that 10 count. Looks like Cam seems to be the first to get moving as he clenches his fist. And Biagio sits up, back from the dead. Cam hoists him up onto his shoulders, fights out of it, reverse kick to the gut. Now it's up, and could this be the, no, reversal. Underhook, drives down into a vicious backbreaker, hooks up over the shoulder with a dominator as he goes for it. A crossface. He's hooking in that crossface, pulling back. Biagio nowhere near those ropes. He is far from those ropes, and he needs to find a way to either get out or start moving. Could this be it? Could this be it? He's fighting. He's trying, and Cam is wrenching back with all that he has. Pulling.
He's getting closer.
Scarlett says, do you need to tap? And Biagio says, not a chance. I'm going for that rope. He's crawling. He's fighting. And my God, he's got it. Biagio has had some neck issues in the past, and I know Cam knows that. Cam, one of the best wrestlers around, and you see it by the people he's associated with, has tagged with guys like Slice Boogie, who's been making a name for himself all over the world. Jake Atlas, wrestling on network television week in and week out. The Biagio says, I don't care who you know. With the flatliner, that's the setup for his move, the 13th hour. He calls for it, hoists up Cam Gates onto the shoulder. That's step one. Is he gonna hit it? Slam and down. He hooks the leg. No! No! I can't believe it. My, oh my. This match continues. Cam Gates said, I didn't come back for nothing.
Wow, I thought that was the end. The 13th hour is the usually the end of every match, but now Cam Gates is in the 14th hour, I guess we would say.
Well, right about now, Biagio says he's going to climb to the top rope. He is going to perch atop like a dark hero of the night. He perches, but he gets knocked down the hard way. And right about now, he might be questioning perching himself up there while Cam looks to take advantage. And usually when wrestlers are in this precarious spot, it ends poorly for one of them, many times both of them.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 headbutts. 7 headbutts.
As Cam finds himself on the mat. As Biagio takes a moment to listen to Scarlett Donovan, and that was enough time for Cam to get up there, set up this move, hooks the leg with a package driver, driving him down, going for that submission hold, and Biagio's flailing. Biagio far away from the ropes, and he has to do it. He taps. And your winner, Cam Gates.
That is why he is the Santino Brothers Submission Champion.
You'll notice, it doesn't matter if he works the arm, the leg, the neck, or the body. Pick your poison. One way or another, he is going to make you snap. Cam Gates coming back.
Welcome back, Cam Gates.
Biagio seems to be down but not out. He will live to fight another day. Cam Gates, though, a big story, making his way back to Santino Brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained? As we promise, as we say every week on Tuesday night, it's Santino Brothers Up All Night. We will see you next week, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Twitch, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be any of those social networks. We will see you there. And baby, we're going to keep it up all night.